second round of racing, brought to you by Kawasaki New Zealand. And can we see the legendary Steve Bridge, see if he can do it again. Got a great start there off the outside of row one as we watch them down into turn one. Here we go, and it is still looks to be Matt Drayson there on the R1 holding the inside line. So he heads out of turn one and towards the pedestrian overbridge and into turn two. So definitely a damp track. These guys are probably on wet tyres as we see them into the up and over. Looks to be Matt out in front there, and looks to be Steve there back in fourth place. Nick Burke got a good start. He's in about third place there, and Wiki up there mixing it as well. So second, third and fourth as they go three wide into Hypel, and looks like Steve's gone in a bit hot there, gone in deep, but gives the position away. So definitely treacherous conditions out there now as we see that awesome R1 around turn 9. And on the way down to turn 10, Steve Bridge looks like he's snuck up the inside in the Porsche Dipper. So we'll have to catch an update of that. But there's three blanket over second, third and fourth at the moment. They're all fighting it out as they head into the Pirelli sweeper at the northern end of Hampton Downs, but out flying at the moment. The man in front, the number 57 machine of Matt Drayson. He's climbing up the hill at the moment. We go back to these guys. Interesting to see what sort of tyre choice they've made. But Matt Drayson, a 1:18.1. He leads this race by quite a considerable margin as they go. Steve Bridge and Zarin Wiki there with Nick just ahead, so just over half a second between second and third. That's going to be a great little battle. We saw them have a good little battle in the early stages of race one as we watch our race leader through the up and over. He goes. And on the way down into Hypel, so stretching out his advantage. Definitely looks like he's made the right setup decisions and tyre choices at the moment. He's flying out there, and we go back to second place man, and it looks like it might be Nick Burke just holding off at the moment. And there we go into Hypel. It is Steve Bridge who's holding on to second place with Nick Burke back in third. So second and third is what we saw first and second in the earlier race. With Steve Bridge on the Ducati in second place, and then go back to Nick Burke. That's third place. Then Zarin Wiki, he is in fourth place on the Triumph Daytona. So that's fourth place there, and then a great little battle, fifth and sixth with Robbie Oxenham and Miles McDonald. Having a great little fight there. So six guys all in all out on track with Matt Drayson. Into the 115s with a 115.53. So great pace out in these conditions. And then we look back to the 42 of Nick Burke having a little fight with the 294 of Steve Bridge. So Steve just so Steve Bridge, he's lapping in the 123. So he's giving well and truly 8 seconds a lap over to Matt Drayson. So Matt's now out to a 17-second advantage. So night and day what we saw in the first race in the rain. Definitely looks like it's coming down in places on the track now. But Matt Drayson definitely got that R1 of his set up nice and neat. So he's flying at the moment. He's already down into turn 9, the Porsche Dipper, and everyone else is still running into turn 8, the Hypel hairpin. So Matt definitely got the choices right here at the moment. He's down into turn 10. We see that battle for second and third is just starting to open up a little bit with Steve Bridge in that second place at the moment, with Nick Burke back in third, and then Zarin Wiki down in fourth place. So definitely nice wide sweeping lines around the turn 9 dipper, so definitely quite slippery in that little part of the track. Matt Drayson, he's in the 116, so pretty consistent lap times in these conditions. Last time Randy was a 115.5, this time he's a 116.4, so there we go for Matt. He's out in front by quite a considerable margin. Steve's just coming out of turn 10 and heading up the hill now, so this is going to be over 20-second advantage by the time they cross the line. Steve Bridge, definitely engineering second place in the 122, so that 23-second advantage that Matt's got over the field. So absolutely on fire at the moment. And Nick Burke, he's in the 124. That was his fastest lap of the race with a 124.0. He's got a 9-second advantage over the fourth place man, Zarin Wiki, who's in the 128s. So absolutely interesting conditions there. We see Matt, he's absolutely on fire out there at the moment. And he's heading down into turn 10, I believe. Trying to catch the update there as we see him down into turn 10. The sweeper comes out of there neat and tidy. and starts the run up the hill. We've got Steve and Nick there in second and third. So Kawasaki New Zealand Senior Racing, they get an 8-lap race. So across the line, and 4 laps gone, and 4 laps to go for Matt Drayson on the Yamaha R1. Great to see Matt there. So still in the low 117. So pretty good lap times here. The rain definitely coming down in parts of the track. You can see it on our cameras here in the commentary box. We go back to Steve Bridge, who's stretching out his advantage over Nick Burke a little bit more and more every lap we see. But Steve coming up the hill now. He's out of turn 10, coming up the hill on the front straight here at Hamden. From South Burke, Kenny twin. 11.99. Across the line. That's his fastest lap of the race. So Steve definitely improving, but still a 28-second advantage that Matt's got over him. And then we go back to Nick Burke in third place, and Zaran on that 3-cylinder Daytona 675 Triumph machine. There we go, fourth place for Zaran. So he's in the 128.1s, and he's 13 seconds back from Nick. So first 4 guys out there at the moment. Done and dusted. We're still waiting for Miles and Robbie, who are having a great little battle. There's still only 1 second separating those two, so we'll keep an eye on that one as we watch them crossing the line. It is still Miles ahead of Robbie, so it's now under a second, 0.8 of a second. We'll keep an eye on that gap. Now for 5th and 6th at half race distance, heating up, but we see Matt Drayson at a 116.8, so continues to be in that 115 to 116 margin, and 5 laps down, 3 laps to go for Matt on the R1. He'll start coming up on the lap traffic, not too far away. They're heading into the up and over, that awesome little battle for 5th and 6th place with Miles and Robbie. And they're going to have the R1 of Matt Drayson right on them in a little bit. They're heading into the high pull sweeper now. Matt's just heading out of turn 3, so it won't be long before he catches up to them. But definitely a tough time around there, so these guys are definitely not on slick tyres by the looks of it. Very, very tricky stuff. It's Miles on the 704 machine with Robbie on the GSXR 600 there, and behind him the blue fairings of Robbie Oxenham, and then Matt Drayson sneaks up alongside them into turn 10. So heading up the hill, so there's going to be 2 laps to go when he crosses the line, and trying to catch the update now. Whereas our second place man, it is still Steve Bridge on the Panigale, coming out of the up and over with Nick Burke there in third place. So that one there is 6.5 seconds between those two. So that one there looks like that's pretty much all set in stone. From Steve Bridge to Nick Burke, won all 3 of these senior races at round 1, and got a second place earlier this morning. So just awesome points advantages for the man. Bay Ride Motorcycles, Carl Cox Motorsport, Nick Burke. Great to see Nick on a 600 now with the 600 Supersport campaign coming up in the summer. Can't wait to see how that goes for him at the moment. Yeah, won all 3 of the senior races at Bruce McLaren Motorsport Park in Taupo, and now he's second and a third so far, but there's still 2 laps to go on this one as we watch for Steve Bridge coming up the hill. 2 laps to go now. He is still lapping in the 123s, so 38-second advantage to Matt, but he's got that corner, good buffer. Back to Nick Burke, a 7.5-second advantage between second and third position as we catch an update of Matt coming around at the moment. So he is into turn 10 and flying at the moment, coming around the Pirelli sweeper, about to start the run up the hill in this 8-lap journey with the white flag ready and waiting for Matt Drayson, who's definitely got the tyre choice and all the bike set up absolutely perfect. He takes the white flag, 1 lap to go for Matt Drayson. Now just drifting off into the 119, so I see the track's getting a little bit damper. He's just conserving a little bit. He's got a massive advantage, over 38-second advantage. And then this little battle, 5th and 6th place, they cross the line with Miles and Robbie. Absolutely nothing in that as they cross the line. Miles McDonald, Robbie Oxenham, just 0.7 of a second separating those two. That's 5th and 6th on the track. Just a lap down on Matt, who's just been on fire this one. And we've got Steve Bridge and Nick Burke, Zaran Wiki, they're still on the lead lap. That's 2nd, 3rd and 4th. But here we go. We'll try and catch an update of Matt Drayson. He is heading down into turn. Steve Bridge, Nick Burke, they'll get the white flag. Nick just put his fastest lap of the race in a 1:23.9, so that gap down to 8.7 seconds, and barring a mistake, Steve's probably got enough of an advantage to hold on there. Coming out of turn 10, we see around the outside Matt Drayson, around the outside of Zarin Wiki. That puts Zarin a lap down, but the checkered flag out and waiting for Matt Drayson on the Yamaha R1. He will take race 2 victory here, so well done to Matt. And finishes that one with a 1:19.6, so great consistent lapping and neat and tidy performance, winning race 2 of the senior, brought to you by Kawasaki New Zealand. And Steve Bridge and Nick Burke catching an update of them. They're just coming out of the up and over and down into Highpool. Then we go back. Zarin Wiki, he's crossed the line. He's in 4th place with this battle coming up the front straight now. Miles McDonald will finish ahead of Robbie Oxenham. So there we go. No, it's changed. It has changed on the last lap. So Robbie Oxenham now has got up in 5th place ahead of Miles McDonald. So I'd missed that pass going on there, but what a great little race. They had 8 laps and they were nothing in it. So Steve Bridge finishes 2nd place after winning race 1. And then we go back to Nick Burke. So there's our race 2 SnrR2. And coming up next, the NV Motorcycles Intermediate. So that's going to be another awesome matchup as well. So can't wait for that one. 6-lap intermediate race coming up next.